guys, welcome back or welcome to, if you're new here, hello. In today's video, I have for you the Essie Regal Rebel collection. As you can see, it's from the Couture line. This collection was sent to me by Beyond Polish for review, so I will link all the information down below. Now let's get into them. We have 6 polishes that have a barely there, very delicate kind of tone-on-tone pearl. You can barely see it in the bottle. You can barely see it on the nail, as you can see here, but it's there. You will notice when you apply it. So let's see. One thing I wanted to let you guys know, these are not listed on Essie's website yet, so I couldn't get their description, so throughout this video I'm going to be doing my best. Please remember, as usual, take a look at the picture on the right hand side for color accuracy, since the video is more for the formula, the application, how it self-levels, and all of that. First up, we have Gloves Are Off, and I'm not exactly sure how to describe this one, but it is showing very color accurate here on camera, so whatever you guys are seeing is what it is. I almost want to say like a mid-tone vintage rose, or maybe like a dusty terracotta pinky red. I really don't know. The formula was very good. It was super opaque, and even for me, a one coat actually. So I would actually wear this one at one at my current nail length. But you might need to, I don't know, it's a very good formula to work with, so you're not going to have any problems regardless of how many coats you do. But yeah, it does have that tone-on-tone pearl thing, but it barely translates to the nail. But anyways, you do see it in the bottle. Up next, we have Ruffle Up, and this one, formula-wise, was a solid 2-coater for me. I don't really have anything to say. It's not like a fabulous 1-coater, but it was solid and good at 2 coats, so I'm keeping it at that. The color is kind of like very light pastel coral. It's showing kind of orange on video. It's not that orange. It does have more pink in person, and maybe it even feels like a salmon-y color, Again, also has that little tone-on-tone pearl you could barely see on the nail or anything, but it does show in the bottle, and I feel like the formula also showcases that it does have that pearly finish, even if it's like a super delicate one. Up next, we have Gilded Glitz, and this one was a 2-coater for me on my smaller nails, but when I did my thumb, I did require 3, so I would say plan for 2 to 3. Color-wise, it looks like a very red-toned yellow, but it still has a dustiness to it. These all feel kind of like a dusty collection. They feel like they have hints of like gray in there somewhere, making them kind of like muted. Up next, we have Tool the World, and this one was a solid 2-coater. Nothing more, nothing less, not a 1-coat wonder, but very good to work with. And this one, the color I would say is kind of like a jade green, but again, it does have that dustiness to it. It even feels a little bit fall-y, but usually fall colors are not this light. So anyways, just a very good green overall. Again, it does have, and I keep saying again because these are all the same polish, literally, with just a different color. So what I'm saying for one of them applies to almost all the others, but it does have that tone-on-tone pearl thing that the other ones have as well. Up next, we have Laced and Ready, and this is the one I'm wearing on my ring and middle finger. It is showing a bit too dark purple on camera. It is a little bit more muted in person. Take a look at the picture on the right-hand side, and also it pulls too blue on video. It's a bit more like muted purple in person. The formula was very good. It is more like the first one that I showed you, which was like almost like a 1-coater. I would say a 1-coater at my nail length. So this one has a similar formula to the, let's call it the red. You might still need to, depending on your nail length or how you apply it, because if you do like very thin coats, of course one is not gonna be enough. But if you do a normal coat, I think it's going to be a 1-coater for shorter nail lengths, and at most 2 otherwise. Up next, we have Regal Rebel. This one's the namesake of the collection. I also have in my notes that this one was a solid 2-coater. Again, nothing more, nothing less. I don't know if it's a gray or a purple or a pink, but I see hints of all 3 colors, and it is gorgeous, and you guys are going to love it because we always love these types of shades, in this side of YouTube. So yeah, this one's gonna be very good for you guys, and plan for 2 coats, I would say. Okay, I want to mention something about the tone-on-tone pearl that they have going on. You can barely see it. Actually, not barely. You cannot see it on the nail, and you saw on the swatch pictures you cannot see it. It only shows on the bottle. However, it does have an impact on application, because when you're applying it, they do feel like a pearl, but like a super high-end, super easy to work with pearl. But I almost feel like if they would have had their usual Crelly formulas, you know how these gel couture usually have that Crelly formula, which is like a squishy formula that builds opacity. I think I would have liked them more. Now, I'm not saying I don't like these. I do like them and I like the color story a lot. But not being a fan of pearls, I almost wish they would have been Crellies. Again, not every single collection that goes through a person's desk needs to be the best thing since sliced bread, you know? It could just be good, which is what this is for me personally. Is a good collection. It's not bad at all. I have nothing negative to say. But is it something that it's like blew my mind? No, and I think it has to do with the finish. That little pearly thing, again, I wish it would have been their regular Crelly formula, and I think that would have been like poof for me because I really do love the colors. Now, with that being said, if you look at them as pearls, they are fantastic pearls because there's no streakiness on the nail or anything like that, but then you also don't see much of that pearl finish on the nail. So if you like that, then maybe these are not that, you know? So anyways, like I said, I wish these were Crellies, but they're not. And for what they are, as they stand on their own 2 feet, they're very, very good polishes. And you're not gonna have a problem applying any of them. Maybe the yellow, you'll need 3 coats, but it's nothing horrible or anything like that. Anyways, thank you so much for coming to my review, and thank you to Beyond Polish for sending these to me. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.